It's no secret that Fromsoftware has made some of my favourite games of all time, and today we're going to be trying to rank them. The thing is, they're all amazing, well, most of them. Talking to you, Godskin Duo. I haven't played that much of Sekiro, so I'm not going to be including them because I don't want to. Well, there's some good bosses in there, and I'm not 100% sure what they're like. These are my personal favourites, so enjoy. For 7th place, we have Malaka the Black Blade. How the system's going to work is that number 1 is going to be my all-time favourite, and then second favourite, third favourite, fourth favourite, sixth favourite, so on. They're all amazing, I love all of them, as they're on my favourite list. He's found in the crumbling Faramazula, and I just love everything about his moveset, from first phase where he's using a dagger and using the beast incantations, because you find the beast clergyman, or Malaketh as we know, inside of the beast sanctum in Gale. That is where, and you give death roots to him and he gives you beast incantations. And the first phase, even though the second phase is better in my opinion, they're both phenomenal. If I had to rate the bosses, I'd say they're like, where I'm from in the UK, we have something called ready salted crisps, which is like, I don't know what they are, what the crisps version are in America, but basically what it is these like these crisps. They're really, really nice, but there's better flavours, like the number 1 spot, for example. That's the best example I give. And don't get me started on the second phase. It's just, I won't lie, there was a bit of anger when I first did it, but now, thinking rationally, a phenomenal boss battle, and I 100% love it. Plus add on his attacks in the second phase that use the Rune of Death's power. It just adds to one of the best fights in the game and in the whole series, in my opinion. Number 6, Astel, natural born of the void, Elden Ring. As you're walking through the Lake of Rot, you find pests, the Scarlet Rot, worshipping creatures. Worshipping something, you make your way into a coughing, Nito-esque style, and as you make your way down the corridor of a brightly lit room, you find this monstrosity, a Lovecraftian creature that shoots beams out of its mouth and looks like it's pulled straight from Bloodborne. It's just, I love this boss. Everything about it, from its Lovecraftian horror experience and attacks, to the Wave of Darkness move it where it plunges its hand into the ground, it pulses, just everything to it, to the tail, and just everything. I know there's a second version, a reskin version in Consecrated Snowfield, but I still prefer, well, they're the same boss, but I wish they didn't reskin it. If I had to rate this, I'd say it's like pineapple pizza. It's really, really nice, but looking at it, mate, is wrong. It just feels wrong, as is the theme of Lovecraftian horror. Come on, you can't tell me that when you see the pineapple and ham on a pizza, you don't get a strange feeling that it's just wrong. Number 5, Darkita Medea. Well, I don't have much recordings of this fight, so I'm going to play Half-Light, the terrible fight, in the background. Sorry about that, everyone. In my opinion, Darkita Medea is the best dragon boss fight that Fromsoftware have ever done. I mean, I just sort of, with the different attacks, the multitude, I mean, come on, you can't have not got goosebumps when the first time you see him firing his mouth down at the ground and then him shooting lasers out. It's just very, very, very cool, and the lore behind him being raised by the gods, chosen because of his archdragon heritage to eternally consume the abyss. It's just, everything about it's cool, and I wish in future Fromsoftware titles like Elden Ring they'd kept this dragon style, although Dragon Lord Plaxidus was an absolutely phenomenal boss fight and had some really cool moments. Nothing really, in my opinion, was on Medea's level. If I had to rank this, I'd say it's like a nut flavoured Magnum. I don't know if ice cream. It's the best of the best ice cream, but it's not the best food you could have. That's saved for the next few slots. When I say ice cream, I don't actually mean ice cream flavour. If you don't understand what I mean, go up on Google and look up Magnum. You'll understand after that. If you are enjoying the video, consider leaving a like and subscribe. Only 0.2% of people that watch these videos are actually subscribed. I don't know what's going on there. I think some like Lovecraftian horror like being just like took control of my body and asked you to subscribe. No, you don't have to subscribe if you don't want to anyway. Let's go on with it. In number 4 place we have German, the first hunter. This boss battle, as I've said in previous bosses, well, every boss on this list is absolutely amazing. From the massive pillars that are in the background to the music, the beautiful white flower scenery painted with his and our blood, to the scythe spinning around, air flowing everywhere. Everything about this fight is absolutely phenomenal, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And it's a very climatic, knowing the lore, that when we refuse the option to end the dream, we fight German himself, the man that's been guiding us since the beginning. From a wheelchair, stands up. I'm not even going to lie, when I first saw this in my first playthrough, I was like, what the hell? What, this guy's been in a wheelchair the whole game? You know, like, didn't he not have a leg or something? And so, but it's honestly just an amazing boss battle, and I wouldn't, as I said, it's just wouldn't have it any other way. The weapon set, move set you get after from the Hunter's badge is also amazing. This is like shrimps. That is the best way I can describe this. So goddamn good. When it's good quality shrimp, it is phenomenal shrimp. Number 3, Ludwig the Accursed / Ludwig the Holy Blade. A abhorrent beast found inside the nightmare. Its wits are long gone until we, Hunter, get it to half health and it regains some kind of its sanity, becoming a hunter, the first hunter of the church once more, and uses his holy moonlight sword once more, becoming Ludwig the Holy Blade. Oh my life, that cutscene, so good, so good, so good. If I remember correctly, it's the first boss in the Soul series that has a cutscene in the middle of the boss battle. Obviously there's more now, but whew, amazing. And I mean, just no, he's like in my opinion, I'm pretty sure he's a horse fairy. Like it's like this was Miyazaki's new thing. He's gone from feet now. He's horse fairies now. I'm joking, of course. That's a joke. Yeah, this is like these bosses. These top 3 bosses. They're just, well, the top 4. They're just phenomenal. Too many words can describe this. Well, not enough words. He's like if my beloved Simon's Bowblade became a reality and like phased into reality, you know what I mean? It's the best way I can describe it. The move set as well, the erratic moves of the first stage, the first phase, amazing. The second phase where he just pulls out the moonlight sword and completely changes is just his whole move set as well. It's just phenomenal. There's not enough words, as I've already said, that can praise this boss battle. Number 2, Slave Knight Gale. Although I know the background footage isn't Slave Knight Gale, my footage of Darkita Medea and Slave Knight Gale were both corrupted, and so I'm going to show you Demon Prince's boss battle in the background instead on SL1, just so you can have something to watch and listen to at the same time. Slave Knight Gale is very interesting from a lore standpoint and from a gameplay perspective. Lore standpoint, he's been around since the age of the gods and was a slave but outlived his captors, or enslavers, and eventually he wound himself up inside a painting where he would become the surrogate uncle to a girl that was destined to paint a new world out of the dark soul. But without the dark soul in hand, he headed out and went for it. He did eventually find the dark soul. It was in himself. And once he's slain by us, we take the dark soul of man and give it to the painter girl. Mixing with his moveset, it's such a cool fight. I mean, phase 1 is hard, yeah, but then you get to phase 2, and he's like glowing, and his cape's flying everywhere, doing damage, and then phase 3, lightning's jumping everywhere, and it's just crazy, just crazy. I had a hard time deciding number 2 and number 1 because they're in my eyes they're tied, but there can only be one winner, I guess. The moves are just, there's not much, there's not really any way to describe how I feel about Slave Knight Gale. It's just such a good fight. My favourite move is probably the one where he goes to the side and he spins around and the cape's just flying everywhere with lightning in the background. So cool. If I had to describe anything in this fight, it'd be like crab claws, like bread covered crab claws and squid. They're both so goddamn tasty. They look a bit manky like Gale does, but they're amazing. I mean, like squid's a bit rubbery, but it's really good quality. And I mean, crab claws. You think crab hands or not? You wouldn't expect them to be nice, but oh my life, they're so good. Anyway, I'm ranting. Now on to number 1. Number 1, Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower, my all-time favourite Fromsoftware boss. Everything about this boss is amazing. Once you've learned the moves, it's like a goddamn dance. And I can say that with certitude that I felt like I just wanted to, when I was near the end of the boss battle, I just wanted to finish myself off so I could play the whole boss again. It's just so good. And then when in the second phase, where she uses her own blood of her heritage, yeah, that's the right word. She uses her blood heritage from Canehurst and imbues it with her sword and starts fighting him, splashing blood all over the arena. And then in the third phase, she starts splashing fire blood everywhere. It's just a very cool. Mixed with her dexterous weapons, it's phenomenal. And the moveset, and then Hunter Step as well. It adds absolutely everything I could want in a boss battle, and I absolutely love it. And to be honest, I'm a bit sad that I didn't create a separate save file just so I could carry on replaying this boss battle over and over again. If Slave Knight Gale was squid and crab claws, then Lady Maria is like chocolate pillows, or craves as they're called where I'm from, and a good cup of coffee in the morning. And then a few hours later, once that's all gone down, you have a really nice meat feast pizza. You just can't go wrong. It's perfection incarnate. I mean, chocolate pillows and a nice cup of coffee in the morning for breakfast, and then a meat feast pizza. You can't go wrong with that. Anyway, everyone, that's going to signify the end of the video. There is going to be end cards showing up on our previous videos. A lore video on the Valiant Gargoyles and their disturbing secret. Right, everyone, I'll see you all in the waking world. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bonjour. Well, not bonjour. Au revoir.